My name, Chuck Platinum, from the BX, New York City, originally Lower East Side. The mixtape era as a DJ, man, we might have to do the whole documentary on this right here. As a DJ, and not even talking as an artist right now, just as a DJ, the mixtape era was very important. Everything that went along with all of those eras were very important. They got faded out because of the corporate status of this game. The mixtape era was very important because it was underground. It was a way to be connected with the streets. Because remember, when we was doing this as DJs, that was the only way that you could get to the streets. You had to go make a mixtape on an actual tape, put the tape together, get your own covers and all of that, and you had to do the footwork. Go to all of these music stores and all of that, see if they will put your brand and mixtape in their stores. You had to go collect the money. You had to go to these labels. You had to give mixtapes in order to show that you was worthy of getting the records. And it was a way to expose these new artists. Also, mixtapes back in the days were really mixtapes. Today's mixtapes don't have any substance. Like, they're really how people, even DJs, how DJs put together mixtapes are not mixtapes. They get on a bunch of music and they do what they do. They get a whole bunch of songs together and then they get Pro Tools and they put the Pro Tools in there and then they shout out all over your records and then they call that a mixtape. And there's no mixing involved. A mixtape is when mixing is involved. We used to sit there and put tape together, record, and we used to sit there and mix. And if we messed up, we had to start all over again. It was no punching in or I'm gonna play songs here and I'm gonna play songs there and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. When you put mixtape together, you had to really mix the tape. Now, it's just like, I'm just gonna put a couple of songs together, and because the songs are unreleased, it's called a mixtape, and that's not a mixtape. That's why we came out with Love Hip Hop, the mixtape with my DJ Joe Cool, because what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring the element of the mixtape back, because a lot of people were scratching, cutting up, going into one record to the other. What we used to do when we used to listen to the radio. Man, nobody's doing mixtapes no more. Y'all need to just call them street albums. Call them free street albums. They're not mixtapes. When people start mixing again and they start getting into the culture again, then we could call it a mixtape. Even my albums, I Am Legend 2, I don't call those mixtapes. Those are free albums because there's no mixing involved. So the next time you DJs start calling things mixtapes, just remember that what you're making, even when you're putting your little songs together and you're coming out with songs for people, that's not a mixtape. That's just a compilation album. That's all that is. It's a compilation album with your words on it. That's not a mixtape. It's a compilation. Call it what it is. Call it what it is. It's a compilation album, not a mixtape. When you DJs come back and you want to come see me on it and beg to differ, y'all can come see me. Y'all know where I'm at. But remember, mixtapes is for real DJs. And unfortunately, I call all of y'all out. There's the era of the Serato made it where the craft is gone, yo. I was in a club the other day and the dude was pressing a button with a headphone set on, with no, he didn't even have no CDJs, so that's where your mixtape era is. Work ethic is very important in what you do, because if you know anything about the Bible, God always talks about work. Now, Let's talk about that word work and ethic, right? The two words work and ethic. You have to have ethic, period, in anything that you do. Ethic means that you have to stand for something. You know, you have to stand for something, and you have to stand for whatever it is. You have to stand. That's your ethic. That's what it's a code, and there's a code of ethics. And the code of a work ethic is just making sure that you're developing the right skill to be able to be a go-getter, to be a person that, you know, is out there that gets up every day, that doesn't need to be driven to get up, or, I mean, that doesn't need to be, you know, asked to get up, or, you know, you don't roll. I never sulk or cry or anything when I'm, you know, getting out of bed. When I get out of bed every morning, I jump up out of bed. I know my agenda for the day. I know what I'm going to do. I plan out my week. You know, work ethic is important because it keeps you in line. You know, how would you feel if you woke up every single day and you just did not know what was going on with your day? That would be very scary. Like, I would be lost if I got up every morning and I did not know what the fuck I was doing. If I just got up and I'm just like, you know what? It's Friday, you know. Work ethic keeps you in line. It keeps you, you know, you set up your appointments, set up your calendar, you know, set up things that you have to do. Put your goals down in front of you. Write them down. Write your goals down. Learn how to do affirmations. You know, you have to constantly train your mind to have a work ethic, because as human beings, we're naturally relaxed people. So just like you train in the gym and you train for your job, you have to train for your work ethic too. Some people have it, like me. I never had to train to work because it comes from passion. You know, I love what I do. I love everything that I do. So it's not work to me. When I'm making a track, it's not work. It's not work. That's fun. When I'm on the radio, that's fun. When I'm helping another artist develop their skill, that's fun. I'm a teacher naturally, so, you know, when you're doing what you love, you don't have to worry about work ethic because it's not work. It's you doing your passion and doing what you gotta do. You know, that's why people be like, time flies when you know, time flies. Time doesn't fly. Time actually moves very slow when you hold your time accountable. See, people are bad with money. Money is equivalent to time. People spend it frivolous. And when you spend your time frivolous, you can't have work ethic, because you have to, every minute of the day counts. Right now, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That minute counts. Those minutes count. Every minute that's in my day counts, and you can't waste my time, because that's what work ethic is about. Taking your time for your grind. Do what you got to do. If you want to shine, you got to grind. Nothing is given to you. Everything that I did in life, nobody gave me anything. People helped me along the way, because you're going to get help, but you can't get no help if you're not grinding, if you don't have no work ethic, if people are not seeing you, if you're not present. How can somebody want to help you? You have to understand people. But I don't want to get too off topic, but that's what work ethic is about. Getting up, not having somebody have to push you to get up in the morning, doing what you have to do, and handling your business every day and being passionate about it. Woo! What's next for Chuck Platinum? I'm about to release a EP. Definition of a Hood Scholar. I'll just talk about the solo projects at first, and then I'll get into everybody else. Definition of a Hood Scholar EP is coming out. My Paradigm album will be dropping next year. Just continuing to produce. I'm about to score a film that's coming up, a short film that's coming up very soon. Right now, I am developing several artists. I have an artist development firm, so I'm developing several artists for release within the next year. and basically just traveling and building the brand and just radio and stuff. I'm doing a lot of getting really, because I've been behind the scenes a lot. So right now I'm really getting into my artistry. So I'm about to go on tour. I got a couple of dates coming up in South Carolina, ATL, just getting national again and, just building the brand. So that's what's next for Chuck P. Just building the Novocaine. Shout outs to, my brand Novocaine and all my staff and, everybody that holds me down because, nothing works without the team. So, that's what it is. It's just making this this platform higher, Also, what I'm doing, another plug is, Organo Gold. Basically, what I'm doing is, spreading the treasures of the earth for the people all over the world, giving them a healthy alternative to the coffee products and the tea products that they drink on a daily basis. So we're doing that, just traveling different cities and states and even countries because we have business now in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. I have some people out in Australia and stuff like that. So it's just diversifying my portfolio. That's what's going on right now. I'm just diversifying my portfolio, looking at new prospects and projects to invest in, along with my own projects and stuff like that. And, just building this Novocaine brand as big as we can build it, man. And just also the biggest thing next for Chuck Platinum is really becoming a certified life coach, just helping people live out their dreams. It's a lot of people out here that, they have dreams. I come across a lot of talent, but people just feel like they can't do it. So, that's my thing, is becoming a certified success coach, to help people realize their dreams. They're talking a little bit about the rejection factor and not giving up, in the face of adversity, is actually one of my favorite things to talk about because every morning I get up and I tell people to follow their dreams and get up. Yo, and I'm trying not to get emotional about this because so many people give up on their dreams. I've seen talented people that things just might not have worked out for them and they just gave up. Adversity, challenges are going to happen. People are going to say no to you. People are going to, 10 years ago, now everybody wants my beats, right? But ask me 12 years ago, did I get that same response? No, people was saying my shit was whack. There was people, and I'm getting on camera and I'm saying it. There's been people that said my music was whack. Oh, this is not, this is cool, but you could do better. And it took one person that I didn't even think would give me a shot, and we wound up making, history together, and then everybody attracts to it. So, you only get 250 feet of light in the dark. When you're driving and you get your headlights going on and you don't have no other light around you, you get 250 feet. That's your fate. That's your faith right there. You have to have faith. You have to have faith. You have to not be able to give up on things because you never know. Now, I'm not going to lie and say there hasn't been times that I felt like it, but did I ever act on it? No. You get it out of your mind quick because guess what? The moment that you think that it's over, somebody else is waiting right here to take you where you needed to be. And just because you walked away from it, you'll never know. I wake up in the morning every day and wonder what my newest opportunity is going to be. Does everybody like everything that I do? No. Once you realize that in the world that everybody's not going to like what you do, everybody is not going to approve of what you do, everybody is not going to, see things the way that you see it, that's when you discover yourself. That's when you discover who you are, when you can have unwavering faith and know, listen, I'm Chuck Platinum. Regardless if one person don't like me, there's going to be 5 people that do like me. There's going to be 5 people that do love what I do. So always focus on the one. If you got 5 people in a room that hate what you do, and you got 1 person in the room that love what you do, focus on that 1 person, because guess what's going to happen? That 1 person is going to tell another person. That's 2 people now. And then those people are going to tell 2 more people. That's 4 people. Now, those 4 people are going to tell 4 more people. That's 8 people. So now those 5 people that didn't like you or didn't like what you was doing, you ain't worried about them no more, because now you're building your own fan base. It took me a long time to get tens of thousands of people to enjoy what I do, you know? But trust me, it was 20,000 more that was like, or slammed the door in my face. So what? You have to get no's before you get yes. It's negative and positive. It goes hand in hand. It's the same energy. So whatever no you get is going to be yeses. If it seems like you're getting a series of no's, it's okay. You know, if some people are saying no to certain things and it's the same thing, maybe you could take that as constructive criticism and then come back and revamp your plan a little bit. Because you remember, everybody's plan is not perfect at first. I told y'all back in 98 when I first started Novocaine, I signed 7 people. Ask me where them 7 people at today. I have no idea, you know. But I didn't know what I was doing back then. Once I got the skill, then bam, people started coming around. I started attracting the people. You have to just give you a little wealth principle. Anything that you want in life, you have to attract. If you chase it, you'll never get it. A rabbit can chase, and you may never catch it, right? A kid can chase a fly. They may never catch it. But you can attract. You could stand still and attract a squirrel to come to you just by standing still, right? And being still and being patient. But then if you try to give the squirrel the nut, the squirrel is going to do what? They're going to run. Don't ever, 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 ever chase anything but your dream.